Hello everyone, welcome back. And our topic for today is your gifts will make room for you. We are very special in the eyes of God. He made you and I exactly the way He wants us to be. And not only that, He has also equipped us with unique gifts that would help us become a better version of ourselves. You were made for a reason. I was made for a reason. He created us for a reason because He has a purpose for us. And that is why He has carefully placed those gifts within us, those unique gifts within us. God has placed those unique gifts within us, and He is eagerly waiting for us to discover those gifts. Are you fully utilizing those gifts that God has placed inside of you? Are you? The book of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 16 says, a man's gifts opens doors for him and brings him before great men. Are you fully utilizing those gifts, those unique gifts, those special gifts that God has placed inside of you? The more you use those gifts, the better you become and the bigger it gets. And over time, as you use those gifts, you become excellent in those gifts, talents, and skills, and it gets noticed by others. And through that, doors will open for you. Doors that you could never imagine. God has given us these unique gifts, these creative abilities, but we need Him every step of the way. We need His power to flood our path, and we need His light to guide our ways. Because when God's light shines on those gifts, it becomes valuable. When God's light shines on those gifts, it becomes relevant. When God's light shines on those gifts, it becomes a force to be reckoned with. They are no longer ordinary gifts. They become extraordinary gifts given to you by an extraordinary God. We need to understand that those gifts are valuable. Your gifts are valuable. God doesn't just give us a mere gift. Everything He gives is always precious. Everything He gives carries great value. And that is why His love for us extends far beyond our imagination. And it is as a result of this grace that we are being blessed with these unique gifts, with these creative abilities, so as to reach our full potentials. You need to activate those gifts. Yours could be speaking, training, singing, humanitarian services, teaching. There are different types of gifts. Trust God, do your part, and find out how you can successfully utilize those gifts. And while activating these gifts, you must be willing to learn and to be taught. You need to take it one step at a time, but make sure you are activating those gifts. When you do this, it keeps you in a positive state and encourages you to do more. You have no reason whatsoever to be scared of using those unique gifts. And you need to believe in yourself. If you wait for others to believe in you more than you believe in yourself, then you are going to wait for a very long time. Believe in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, there is no how you can achieve anything successfully with those gifts. You may think your talent is irrelevant, unpopular, weird, and the least of all talents. Do not think like that. Don't. Sometimes it is those things that we assume are the least. Those things that we think are irrelevant. Those things that we think do not matter. Those are the things that stand to accomplish great things for God. Don't ever underestimate those unique gifts. Don't ever underestimate those creative abilities that God has deposited inside of you. And those gifts are actually not meant for you. They are meant for people out there. And another thing here is this. A lot of people have these gifts, but most people do not know how to utilize these gifts effectively. And while you are working on yours, while you have activated yours and still working on yours, it gives other people the courage to do the same. By doing so, you are bringing a light to others. You are extending that light to others. There are so many people that I know that they couldn't do a lot of things before. But right now, and when I see everything they do, I am always excited because in one way or the other, you are making a great difference in people's life. And anytime they wake up in the morning, what they say is this: if she can do it, I can do it as well. If she can overcome this, I can overcome this as well. You can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. When it comes to utilizing those gifts, those unique gifts that God has given to you, different voices will come along the way. These voices are voices of fear, doubt, frustration, low self-esteem, discouragement. These voices are distractions. Of course, it is expected because those gifts that you are your God-given gifts. And as long as your trust is in Him, it will guide you throughout the whole process. As long as you trust in Him, it will guide you successfully throughout the whole process. Yes, you need to be ready for those voices. It will come. They will come. But when those voices comes, what do? You have to be intentional in shutting those voices out. Those voices that tells you that you can't. You have to be intentional in shutting those voices out. Shut those voices out and discover the gifts that God has entrusted you with and start using them. Okay, you can say, I am not perfect for this. You don't have to be perfect to start. Start somewhere. Start now. It is a process, but if you do not start, you will never move. If you do not start, you will never learn. If you do not start, you will never know. If you are waiting for perfection, you are going to wait for a very long time. And while waiting, you are wasting a lot of precious time. Okay, I don't know how to do it. Then learn it. It takes a lot of learning to know something. Okay, I do not know. If I start, maybe I will get the necessary support that I need. Start. God gave you those gifts. And the biggest support that we can ever have in our entire life is the support from God. Because when God supports you, He will direct the right people your way to give you the necessary support. Of course, He gave us those gifts. He gave you those gifts. He knows what we need. And He is always giving us the best. Be rest assured that as you start utilizing those gifts, the necessary support that you need will come. Start now. Take that step. Do not let anything hold you back. He didn't promise us that there will be no wilderness. What He promised us is that He will always make a way. So what is holding you back? Take that step. Standing and believing in the word. And once you start, do not look back. Even if you fail, learn from it and come back stronger and more better. The only time you're allowed to look back is to look back and appreciate God for how far He has brought you. You have what it takes to succeed. Go for it. Use those gifts. Because if you do not use those gifts, you are going to be accountable to God for those gifts. Use those gifts. Start now. And do not forget to thank Him for those beautiful gifts He has given you. Do not forget to thank Him. And we have come to the end of today's topic on OpeInspires. If you find this topic helpful in any way, please leave a comment below and click the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And I will see you again with another beautiful, inspiring video. Go for it. Thank you all for watching.